Hi everyone, Kelly here from The Shrinking Teacher, and I am excited to update that I am 1 week out from surgery. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on December 10th, 2015. It was last Thursday. Today is December 17th, 2015, 7 days later. And I am so glad to bring you an update today. I'm feeling really good today. I'm wearing real clothes as opposed to, pajama type clothes with stretchy pants. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good for being this close to surgery. So let me go ahead and get into some numbers from this past week. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy last Thursday, and my highest weight was back in August, and I was 286 throughout my pre-op diet and so forth. I got down to my surgery weight, which was 266, so I lost 20 pounds prior to surgery. And I got up this morning and weighed, and I was 257, which means this past week since my surgery I have lost 9 pounds. So that is exciting. I can definitely start to feel it in a couple of different places. The 20 pounds, I really honestly did not feel it go anywhere. I did not feel any smaller prior to surgery than I did back in August. Maybe just a little less swollen and retaining a little bit less water, but that's where I am today. So let me walk you through the actual, I know I've done one update since the surgery, so I won't bore you with those details, but when I got home from surgery, I came home the day after surgery on that Friday, and just for laughs, I got on the scale, and I was at I think 269, which would have been me, or 269 point something, and it was me gaining basically 4 pounds from the surgery. Those first couple days I was home, I was very swollen. My hands were retaining fluid. My feet, my belly was distended. There was a lot of gas pressure in there and so forth. And oh my goodness, the gas pain was probably the worst part of the whole thing. And over the week of, my protein and my water, which I'll talk a little bit more about later, I really started to flush out some of that stuff. And actually yesterday when I woke up, I didn't have my socks on, and I looked down at my feet, and I have very wide feet. I wear usually a size 10 wide shoe or a 9.5 wide shoe. And I looked down, and my feet had veins, and my feet had bones in them. And it was crazy to think that I've lost, 29 pounds, and apparently my feet wanted to lose weight kind of first. So that was exciting. I'll look forward to, getting healed up through the holiday, and maybe I'll go get myself a pedicure with my bony feet here in January or something. So I also noticed when I was getting dressed over the last couple of days, of course some days I've worn a sports bra and pajama pants and a t-shirt and that kind of stuff. The other day I wore a real underwire bra, and I could put my hand down in the cup, and there was, I can kind of show you right here, there was some space kind of between the bra and my chest, and I am very large busted, and I think my boobs will be one of the first things to go also. Actually, the shirt I'm wearing today was a little bit snug prior to surgery, and I think today it fits like it's actually supposed to fit, which is cool. So as far as my progress since I've been home, some of my goals were, one, I got to start full liquids, and once I started full liquids, my goal was to get 60 ounces of fluid in a day, And I have really not had a problem doing that. At the beginning, I had to take it very slow. I'm still using this bad boy. This is the little miniature shot glass from Solo. It's about an ounce. I've also used the medicine cups they gave me from the hospital. But I have this with me constantly, and I am sipping pretty much constantly. I am either drinking water. Right now I've got some Powerade Zero grape flavored, which that's my first Powerade, which I kind of like it. I think the electrolytes are giving me some energy, which is good. I've done a lot of water. I've done a lot of flavored water. I haven't done a lot of like store-bought chicken broth, but I have strained out like some chicken noodle soup and put some water in it. I can do cream soup, so like cream of chicken, or I've had some of like the pre-made Progresso cream soups, but I had to bring out my handy dandy wire mesh strainer to strain out any large chunks. I have had tomato soup. I don't like it as much just because it has more of a sweet flavor. It was like a tomato basil, but that's been good. And it's like each day my tolerance has gone up as far as how much I could have. Those first couple days in the hospital, I could have 1 or 2 small spoonfuls of something, and I couldn't do any more. When I got home, I could do, the little medicine cup, once every 15 minutes, and that was pushing it. Now, today, I can do the little medicine cups of beverage or thin broth or thin protein shakes pretty much kind of back to back, drinking them pretty, not gulping down the whole thing, but sipping on it pretty regularly. The first day it took me about an hour to drink my first protein shake, and ever since then I've gotten a little bit faster. I'm still not chugging anything. It would hurt me and it would go down way too fast. But, now it might take me 30 minutes to drink a protein shake, where the first day it took an hour. So things are going down pretty smooth. If it's something that's a little bit thicker, like the tomato soup was a little thicker, I couldn't stand as much quantity. Pretty much my soups and broths, I've been drinking 1/4 to 1/2 a cup. Now, with the thicker soups, I'm still at about 1/4 of a cup. But like chicken broth, I can kind of drink it like water. Last night I had like a bowl of, it was the juice from a whole can of chicken noodle soup with a little bit of water in it to reconstitute it. And it went down really smooth. And I'm really enjoying the salty stuff, like the cream soups and the broths and that kind of stuff, because there is so much sweet when it comes to the protein shakes and so forth. So that's kind of where I am. Another one of my goals was to get 60 grams of protein. I've been doing so by Premier Protein drinks. There's one other brand that I got that I like pretty good, but it's pretty sweet. I've had to kind of chill it back with some milk. I've also gotten some Gene Pro, which there's 30 grams of protein in like a tiny one tablespoon scoop. And I will mix that with my soups to kind of bulk up the protein. I pretty much hit my protein goal or exceeded, here comes my cat, or exceeded my protein goal every day since I've been home from the hospital. I didn't meet my protein goal in the hospital. And I have pretty much met or exceeded my 60 ounces of fluid each day. My cat likes to get up here where my incisions are, which drives me nuts. My incisions are healing up pretty quickly. The glue, I was glued shut. I have 6 incisions and they were glued shut. They're coming together pretty good. I haven't had any of them leak or anything like that. But the glue has started coming off in the last, day or so. I've kind of noticed in the shower, but I'm not going to pull on it. I'm just going to let it kind of hang out until it falls off. My other goal is walking. I'm gonna admit I have not walked as much as I need to, because my energy level has been quite low. You know, one day I got up and was like, oh, I'll switch the laundry over and sweep the floor. Well, that was fine and good until the rest of the day I barely could do anything because I had no energy. So as long as I pace myself and do something small, small activity between things, then I'm fine. But I really have to conserve my energy. Kind of sad because today is raining and I can't get out and walk as much today. But, I've been walking around the house, and I have also been walking, down the street, or been to the grocery store once. I did start driving yesterday. I got clearance as long as I was not on my narcotic medication that I could go ahead and drive, and it had been out of my system for several days. I didn't need the medicine past the first day or two that I was home, so that was an awesome blessing. So anyway, I'm running kind of long, but a lot to say with the first week. I guess I need to give a couple of shout outs. I'm excited for RNY Jody. She has a surgery date, so awesome job. Also, let's see here. Raw Create in England, she has a second surgery date, and she is going to be having her surgery come January, so that is an awesome update. And folks, please continue to comment. It's awesome to hear from you, and feel free to subscribe and share my video with anybody who is going through this journey or considering going through the journey. Alright, thanks. And we'll talk to you later next week. Bye.